Hi, I'm Pastor Cedric Beckles of Relationships Essentials. And in this clip, I simply want to share with you the power of connection. Now, you and I know in this digital age in which we live in, we become annoyed when we are not able to get a cell signal or a signal drop. If we're on the computer and it begins to twirl, we kind of get an issue with that. So we understand the power of connection in the terms of technology and in the generation in which we live. Well, relationships are the same. If you lose your connection in a relationship, it's going to seem boring and dull. But if you have connection in a relationship, it's going to be exciting. So I want to give you what I call an intimacy questionnaire that will help you to develop relationship connection and intimacy. Now, one of the challenges that we have, and we have to correct this, is that when we think of intimacy, we almost always think of sex. You realize that you can have sex with no intimacy. But intimacy includes sex, but it is not restricted only to sex. And if a relationship loses its connection, you'd be able to tell. Now, some people would use different words and different terms, but connection is that feeling of significance and value and wantedness in a relationship. And when you lose that, it causes problems. So what can you do to reconnect or strengthen the connections in your marriage? I'm going to give you what I call 9 questions that you can ask. Now, this is how it works. You would ask the question and your spouse would continue with the answer. Or you would make a portion of the question and wait to get an answer. When you get an answer, do not challenge the answer on the same day that you hear the question and the answer, because that destroys the purpose of it. So question number 1, I feel closest to you when, and then you would finish it. I feel closest to you when, and you would articulate to your spouse what makes you feel closest to him or to her. I am turned off when you, and that's interesting, I'm turned off when you do or not do certain things. Question number 3, I am most sexually attracted to you when, and then you would finish the statement. You simply finish the statement. I wish we would spend more time doing, and then you would articulate what that is. Question number 5, I feel honored and respected when you, and again you would finish it, because what you're doing is you are sharing your heart. You're sharing your innermost being, and your spouse is hopefully having a greater appreciation for what is being expressed, and this is how you would develop connection. Question number 7, if I had a fear of opening up to you, it would be in this particular area, and you would finish it. If I have a fear of opening up to you, it would be, and then you would let your spouse know where you are most afraid. For example, some of you may have a fear of opening up about some of your past life to your spouse because your spouse is very critical. Or you may believe that your spouse would be overly critical in a particular area, and you need to share that with your spouse. Question number 8, I do not feel as close to you as I did before because. I do not feel as close to you as I did before because. And you would just simply go on to state why I'm not as close to you in my feelings as I was before. And then question number 9, the thing I like most about our relationship is, and you would just finish the statement. These types of statements answered honestly and answered with a spirit of genuineness can literally add to the connection in your relationship. Without connection, the relationship is dull and boring, and the challenges are going to be increasing, and the desire to remain in the relationship will be decreasing. But when you have good connection, the challenges come, and you would most likely partner together and overcome those challenges. Connection. Are you connected? Are you prepared to be honest and open with finishing these statements to your spouse so that you and your spouse can reconnect? I'm Pastor Beckles of Relationships Essentials.